We have the mitzvah of the Jewish people writing a Sefer Torah. V'yata ayekis v'lachem.
Exactly.
If I had a better voice, I would sing. By the way, I want to stop and make an editorial comment, and I want to thank Hashem. Thank you, Hashem, very much for not enabling me to accept any davening jobs for Rosh Hashanah and Kippur, because I did not feel good. As you can see, the thousands of people viewing the shiur, I can barely get any words out. And imagine if I would have to daven for the Amid. It's a week from tonight, right?
Really? Damn.
Rosh
Yeah,
Hashanah?
Thursday.
Rosh Hashanah's next week, right? Can barely talk. So, Shtabach Shemo for doing that. Of course, for the survival of the hurricane and everything else. On the leasing that we have the whole day. I'm gonna go a little bit personal now for a second, and I'm gonna thank Hashem for other things. For some reason, I was not zorcha. I did not merit to get married in my life yet. And you know what? I realized that it's a blessing, because I could have gotten married so many times by now, but honestly it was the wrong woman. So it's better to not be involved in a bad marriage. So that's the level that I'm on. I want to thank Hashem for all the years of life, all the years of family members that I had, and being in this situation. I'm supposed to be in Miami. I don't know why, but I'm here in Miami.
To learn with me.
Yes, I'm happy. And I don't know where this came from. I just started giving Aspedim and drushes.
You talk about the hurricane since you're already going off topic.
Okay. Once you get off, you get off, right? Okay. So let's get back to this Devar Torah. So it says in the Pasuk that the Jewish people have a mitzvah to write a Sefer Torah. And with this, you teach the Bnei Yisrael Torah. The Gemara in Masechet Megillah, Tractate Megillah, is discussing what's more important, doing the service in the temple or the actual studying of Torah. So the Gemara goes through a whole back and forth. In the end, the Gemara says that studying Torah is actually more important. Because it says that there is a story, I don't want to go into all the stories now, but somebody wanted to actually kill Yoshua and some of the members of his chaver there, and the Gemara wanted to know what he did wrong. So the answer was Atah Basi. What does that mean? Atah now? Atah you? What does that mean? So the Gemara says that right afterwards Yeshua went to go study Torah. So you see that he realized that the reason why he was in sakana, why he was in a dangerous situation, is because he wasn't engaged in enough studying of Torah. It doesn't say that he went to go do the avoda, to do services, went to study Torah. So you see that must have been the antidote to the danger. And in higher mathematics, you see that the cause of being in this predicament was the lack of taking Torah study as serious as they should. I'm saying their level. I'm not going to sit here in Miami Beach, hanging out, wearing a Tommy Hilfiger shirt, start judging Joshua. Yeah, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. Okay, so, but obviously on his level, Chazal could do that. Chofetz Chaim could do that. Okay, I'm not doing that. So now, so what does that do with atah? So the Gemara says because of the word atah. Since it says the word atah as the introduction to the mitzvah of reading the Sefer Torah of atah kisvi lachem, so somehow you see that the word atah is connected with Torah study. Chofetz Chaim doesn't really understand this. Atah is with Torah study. There are lots of other words. V'shinautam levanecha. There are lots of other words that are associated with Torah study. So how does the Gemara know? Because it says Atar Bosi, that it must be a reference to Torah study because Yeshua went to study Torah afterwards. Maybe he went to study Torah afterwards because that's what he's supposed to do. But what do you see for the word Atar that there's some intrinsic connection between the word Atar and Torah study that they go hand in hand? What's going on over here? Most mitzvos have a certain zman, a certain time when they are applicable, or applicable, whatever you like. Potato, tomato, tomato.
First one was good. Applicable.
Okay, so we have one vote for applicable. Okay. Chaim? Okay. Applicable. So, moving. Okay, you know what? Let's go right. So.
Put your hand down over there.
Okay. So, some mitzvos apply during the day. Only during the day. Mitzvah tzitzis. It's really during the day. Re'isem also. Okay? Tefillahs during the day. Some mitzvahs are at night. The mitzvah of saying the nighttime Shema. By definition, is a night mitzvah. It's not a day mitzvah. Right?
It's a day mitzvah.
Huh?
It's a night mitzvah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Kriya Shema Shalabris. That was a joke.
Oh.
The nighttime Shema, obviously, is a night mitzvah. No,
And the daytime Shema is daytime Shema.
Right. A better example, Shmuel, would be eating matzah at the Seder. Seder's at night. I don't mean Seder in yeshiva, first Seder, second Seder, and all that stuff. But
there's no yeshiva anyway, since everybody left town.
There you go. The great Mechanchim that took off 2 weeks. What chutzpah. You know, I have a small job. I'm a Balkore here in one of the small shuls over there. When the gabbai told me today, I've been learning before you were born. We don't really need you. They just tried to help me out and give me a few bucks. So thank you, by the way, Mr. Schnitzer and everybody. Okay. But I didn't leave because I felt that I cries to late. I have a responsibility. I'm a Balkara. You don't just leave and go to New York. But Tinokish Beis Rabbim, the Rebbeim, they just pack you out for 2 weeks. I don't understand. I don't understand. It makes no sense. It's wrong. We over here are making macha, protest against doing that. Taking back out for 2 weeks. Who asked you to do that? You know what we should be like? Should be like one of the Rebbeim, Rabbi Victor. Happens to be my cousins. Maybe there's a little nepotism.
It's pretty biased over there.
Victor didn't leave. He stayed there. That's what a Rebbe do. That's what a Rebbe does. I'll give another hesped on Yonah Victor another time. I'm a tremendous person. I know he's my cousin. I have an Aegeus, but that's what can I tell you? I have an Aegeus like everybody else. Okay, so so the mitzvahs that apply at night, okay, eating matzah by the Seder, that's a nighttime mitzvah. You can't do it during the day. What is the classic example of a mitzvah that is not night and not day? The mitzvah of Talmud Torah. Applies 24/7. Well, maybe Tisha B'Av, whatever. Excuse me. Maybe there's sometimes when it's also to learn Torah. But again, even that's Torah. Because since you can't learn Torah during that time, and you're following the halacha, that's also Torah. No, you're not supposed to think about that halacha when you're in the bathhouse. You know, but so, just in case anybody's asking me that, I know, Yankel, I know, right? Was I right? Okay, I knew you were going to ask that, Yankel. No, that I'm talking about when it is applicable, when you're mechuyev, when you're supposed to study Torah, it is only during, so that's all the time. V'chisa bo yom v'layla, and you should delve into it night and day. It means the whole time. Now, that's atah, during this time. What is the person supposed to be doing? Atah, now. The word atah over here we're learning that means now. What now? What mitzvah applies now all the time? Studying Torah. That's why we knew, Yeshua knew that the answer was studying Torah, and that's what he did right away. Not because, not just because that's a great mitzvah, it's the greatest mitzvah, Talmud Torah Keneged Kulam, but he realized what mitzvah is atah, what mitzvah is now, not a daytime mitzvah, not a nighttime mitzvah, that's the mitzvah of studying Torah. Let's realize that how important the mitzvah of Talmud Torah is, that it applies all the time. Shabbat Shalom.